And why are there so many, 9 ways to earn, I can't get my head around it all. But you need to for certain people, because the retail profit is like basically exactly the same. It hasn't changed. I mean, retail profit is retail profit. If you share the products and somebody just wants to buy product from you and they don't want to be a brand partner, they can buy at wholesale. Just have them be a customer that signs up on the auto ship, sign up on an MSO. They get to buy it, the same thing with no renewal fee. So why not? Sign them up as a customer, then we'll talk to them the way. No change here. No, and the second one, though, is the big one for customer gatherers. So how many of you get acupuncture in this room? Anybody get acupuncture? Do you go to acupuncturist? I'm surprised. I love it. It's like stab me many, many times, and I take an hour nap, and I feel great when I wake up. I'm like, woo, I feel great. So I love my acupuncture. I go into my acupuncturist and I talk to her. And she tells me things, and sometimes she'll try to sell me product. Okay, so when I was losing weight, obviously the skin was not as tight as I wanted. I said, I need some collagen, I think. And so she put me on a collagen supplement at the time, right? And so I bought collagen from her every month. I would buy once a month a new collagen from her. People buy from wellness people all the time, supplements. But does she want to be talking to me about a network marketing company? No, she doesn't. So, but on the way out, when I'm checking out, and I'm paying for her services for the week, and I pay for my appointment, they have my credit card on file. I only gave it to them once. Now and if I were to say, I want to be an auto ship for this, collagen, she could, if it was a direct selling company, have put me on an auto ship. How easy is this to do? And I will tell you what, your doctors, your wellness professionals, they should love this. They will make so much money. And they don't have to do a thing, because then the products are being delivered directly to the person. I say sign up on auto ship, because then you can get it at wholesale, see my receptionist on the way out, okay? And just sign up. You can quit at any time. You should try X39 for 90 days though. So I recommend that you stay out for 3 months, and then we'll talk about it. But again, what is happening? Do you know how much potential there is here for customer gathering? So be thinking about people that are not interested in the business. They don't want to work with a direct selling company. They don't have to. And I know it's not big here in Asia as it is in other parts of the world, but this is on top of retail commissions. Now, what you'll notice is, well, I have a lot of customers. Why is my volume changed? That's because volume for customers isn't in the binary anymore. Because why? Because we're paying this. So we have had to change some things. So educate yourself so you understand, where did my customer volume go? It moved over into your enroller tree. Why? We have 2 trees, enroller tree, and then your binary. Binary was still binary. But it had to move over here so we could pay you this. We can't put that volume in the binary tree, or this is impossible. The numbers have to make sense. We're still paying up to 60%, okay, but the numbers have to work. I mean, we have to be fun, right? So, and then when you talk about introducing people, again, not all countries have this PIP. This is a luxury. We just had to be on the phone this morning with some very sad Canadians, because the Canadian government won't allow them to have this in their comp plan. And so and South Korea doesn't enroll this way either. They enroll with starter kits, and then they upgrade. So the PIB is in the upgrade, right? So this is a luxury. And now, this was actually Jin Long was the first person who reached out to me and said, Meredith, this is too big. And I said, I know, we just had to start out with a good, better, best. Good, better, best, right? And so I said, but Jin Long, we will be looking at this when Comp Plan 2.0 comes out. So this one right here is a brilliant pack. It works well with getting managers and getting directors. So this new pack is now available to you, and it's something that you should be looking at, and it smooths out that upgrade path a lot better for people that obviously this junk was just too much for them. So now it's there. Okay, so this works out for you. And again, who is this for? People that want to share. So bring a friend. We always say that a lot of people are really successful when they bring friends into business. So here we look at, now, you might look at this money and go, that's not very much money. It doesn't need to be. This isn't for leadership. This is for that brand new person that just needs to make $50, $100, a couple $100, and they will stay because they put money in their check. And it pays repeatedly. It's a residual payment, and I know compliance doesn't like the word residual, but it's an ongoing payment as opposed to I sell you a pack, I make money off of it, and that's all I get. Plus, then I have to explain to my, well, you have to pay more for that pack because, well, I have to get paid. Okay, that's kind of an awkward thing to say, right? Okay, so this isn't meant to be a ton of money. You're not going to make a ton of money here. It's not designed for that. It's designed to quickly put a little bit of cash back in their pocket so they can pay for their gas, So they can say, am I making $20 or $30 an hour? Can I justify my time? That's what this is. It will not get you rich. The binary bonus is still there. But remember, it has been de-emphasized. This is the words like, why is my binary so much less? Why is my binary so much less? It is because we de-emphasize it. Why? Because not very many people get to capitalize on it. Not very many people get paid. So if you have a binary, and there's still spillover, and there's still all those things, but again, it shouldn't be the focus because it's too hard for people to get paid on it. Okay, unless you've been here for a while. So just make sure you learn these things in the comp plan. Everything's available, and I'll get there in just a minute. Your timer and somebody else's timer is not on. So I mean, it's not that it wasn't synced on what I saw a little bit ago. Yours look different. So just make sure that's the right amount of time. It is. Okay. Just make sure I'm on. I didn't want to be going over for no reason. Okay, so and again, this is where the money is, though, for mentors. Because remember, we have different people. There's customer gatherers who need to make money. There's that brand new person that just wants to buy a pair of shoes or go out to dinner once a month and make money. And then there's people that want the entrepreneurship type of money. This is where you live. And so what you notice is these generations get more and more and more. So yeah, it's great that I got a gift. It's great that I got some luggage, or maybe I got some money. But the reality is look at the difference here when you go from a 3-star executive to a 1-star presidential on check match opportunity. Okay? You go up from 18 to 20%, and you do what? You go down to the full 6th generation. You don't get that at this rank, at that rank. When you hit 1-star presidential, all of a sudden you maximize all 6 levels immediately. It opens up the levels of the compensation plan to you. So that's why you need to know and understand these people, because then it's like, oh, when you get to, pick one, right? When you get to a 1-star executive, oh my gosh, yeah, it's great. Recognition programs can give you this really cool thing, but you're going to be getting more on your Gen 4, or here. You're going to go, obviously, you're going to be moving down here. You're going from 5% to 7%, and you're opening up a whole other level of people. So I was talking to one of the elite leaders he has 240 people that he can earn check match on. 240. Okay, so it's like, buddy, what you need to start doing is working on all of these people and getting them up to 1-star director, because you're here, this person is right here, so it's kind of like you're going to have this. Now, the match per brand partner, are you ever going to get paid that? No, probably not. The odds of it. This is only to represent on what's possible. But don't worry about what that. Just remember, this is per person. Remember, match per brand partner. This isn't a cap on your mentor match. This is saying that on one person you will never earn more than that. And the reality is, 99% of the time you're not going to make that money. But it is there. It is there if you need it to be. So remembering that this is where you focus on anybody that's looking at has a big dream for this business. And then, of course, your launching bonus, again, for that new person. It's not a lot of money. It doesn't have to be. Studies have shown if people make $500 a month, they will stay with you. If they make nothing besides a PIB, they will leave you. Okay, so remember, this is a way to remove, again, maximum earning opportunities to do what? Help them have belief that they can make some money in direct selling and overcome all the people that tell them not. And then you have your breakthrough incentives, of course. You know all about those. Okay, so when you reach these levels, in addition, but remember, these are still one-time payouts. The beauty is the level of the compensation plan that gets unlocked as you move forward. Okay, so that's what you're doing. So quarterly leadership, again, it's 1% of the population in Lifeway that makes this. Don't spend a lot of time. When you get there, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Because all of a sudden you're like, wow, I just made $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 on this quarter. Great. That's wonderful, and we want to reward those people. But it's not a good place to spend your time. This is where you want to make sure that if I leave you with anything, remember, anything that I say in my last 2 minutes is to make sure that the digital resources that you're using them, they are working. I got a report back from customer service, global customer service this morning, and they said that people are finding that the ones who know where these are doing great, and that includes your transition. Some people are wondering, well, what's the transition look like? I'm not here to train you on this. Go fish. I'm not here to hand you a fish. I'm here to say go fish. Because you're going to need to tell your people to go fish. Because if I tell you and I hand you a fish, and you take that model, and then you walk over to your person and you hand them a fish, you're going to have 10,000 people that are going to be, where's my fish?